What is up, everybody? Timon here. We're back in another video. Today, I just want to point this out. UFC4 is almost here, and I cannot wait. But there are a few things that I think UFC4 can use to be a much better game. I've seen other videos where people have talked about it, and they said it improved my career and stuff like that. But beyond my career, because after a while that gets boring. The online, I feel as though on UFC Online they could use a more in-depth sweep of how they have in the UFC like rankings and stuff. You can have interim champions within the online, and have it as with battle royales. You have the different states. High socks. What do you want? You can have the different states, and in the states, not different states, different countries and stuff. You could have it, and they could choose which country they're in and the side of the world. So like the servers could do well, and then you could have one champion within that area, and if they don't defend for a while, like say for instance like 2 weeks, they're stripped of the titles, but they'll have rankings, and you'd have to work your way up to the championship, and for a while it'll be a vacant title, and then they could even make it so like people that pre-order the game can get that access and be able to fight in the rankings and become champion early. And then they'd have interim champions, people, if the champion isn't available to fight but you are up in rank, you'd be interim champion, and then you could like eliminate the other interim champions and stuff like that until you can fight the champion or become champion. And so I feel as though like it'd be weird how they could do that, but it'd be fun, I guess. They probably wouldn't do it like every country though, because every country is like kind of big. I don't know how they could do it, but I would really like if they had to like regionalize where you could fight other people for the championship, instead of when you get on, like for UFC for example, when you win your championship, you don't fight interim champions, you fight other champions. So no matter who you fight that's a champion, win or lose, one of you is walking away without your title, which sucks because it starts you all the way back at square one. And I absolutely hate that when that happens. And I feel bad when I beat other champions. If you look on our gaming channel, my favorite person to use is Justin Gaethje. And so when I'm fighting and I go and I knock out other champions, I'm like, dang. And then I don't, it's weird, I don't feel bad when it's like a really good fight or when it's a spammer. But if it's somebody that was like, they wasn't spamming and the fight was just like a normal fight, because when it's a really good fight, I kind of forget. I don't care if I lose, win. If it's a really good fight, I love the fight. Like, where a person is just fighting and not doing anything for the win, and spamming takedowns knowing they can't wrestle and stuff just to get points for a decision. You know, just playing smart and reasonably. That's what I think they could improve in the Ultimate Championship. What I think they can improve in my career is having a more in-depth version of what's it called? Goddamn press conferences. My brain went on pause for a second, but I wish they could do a more in-depth version of press conferences. Like I know they have like a little part in it when you're about to fight for the championship or for a rival. I forget which one. But when you're doing that, you do like a little mini press conference, but you're not really talking. And I know they have Twitter for you to talk and stuff like that. But I feel as though it'd be a lot better if you was able to go to press conferences either before or after the fight. And like when you go to the promotion tab while you're training and you click early press conference, you should be able to go there and like get even more fans and stuff like that, more popularity, dependent on what you say in that press conference. Or if you go on podcasts or interviews with like Megan O'Leary or John Anik, like, and they should also add Chael Sonnen in there for like interviews and stuff like that, or Ariel Helwani. I know Ariel's been out since the game's been there, but they even have Sonnen as a legendary pack character, so he should be able to be used as that too. and they should just be able to talk. And you should also, this is probably too much, but after your career is over, you should be given options to do other stuff while also being in the UFC. That's my personal opinion. Like, you could be like a coach or something like that, and like train up somebody else and teach them stuff that you know and spar with them and stuff like that. I feel as though that would be nice. That's just my opinion. If you got any more ideas, make sure to leave them in the comment section. Hopefully EA sees this, or anybody like high up that knows EA can see this and like try to get this out to them, because that would really make the game better for me, I guess. I don't know who else would think like this, but there's a lot of people that I've talked to after fights, and we'd be like, man, I wish this was in the game, or I wish that was in the game. So that's just my and a few other people's opinions. Hopefully you guys agree. If not, tell me what you disagree about. I'll see you betas later. Alpha out.